Dogs are awesome. They're called a human's best friend for a reason. However, every dog is different in terms of temperament. I admit it's so hard not to stop every dog you see and pet them, but not all dogs are friendly towards strangers or even towards other dogs. So if you happen to come across a reactive dog and unknowingly try to give it a big hug, you cause nothing but stress and fear. But don't worry. That's why dog owners have come up with a color-coded bandana system. This lets you know whether you should keep your distance or whether it's okay to go up and say hello. And as a bonus, those bandanas make their dogs look even cuter. So get ready for the doggo fashion show. Our 7 dog models will walk the runway as I explain to you what each color means. Let's start with white, shall we? Our first doggo model strutting on the runway is white. He's a big and cuddly 11-year-old golden retriever. But what does the white bandana around his neck mean? This might break your heart a bit, but that means he either has a hearing or sight problem or he's totally deaf or blind. But again, that doesn't mean his owner loves him any less. Look how happy he is, and you'll be relieved to know that his condition has nothing to do with how long he'll live. He's got many years ahead to jump around and smell all the corners of the street. It only means you should approach him keeping in mind that he might be startled by you. Okay, now that you know what white bandanas mean, how about we take a look at the colors of the rainbow in a row? The first is red. Red can mean many things for us two-legged folks, like anger or passion, but in the doggo world, it means danger. Take a look at Candy here. She's a 4-year-old Rottweiler. Do you see her red bandana? That means she won't be so sweet to you if you approach and try to pet her. Even if you see her acting loving and cuddly towards her owners, don't be fooled. Her owner makes her wear the red bandana for a reason. They're warning you about her temperament issues. So if you see other dogs wearing red bandanas like Candy, beware, and don't get too close. Avoid any interactions and give them space for there not to be messed with. The next color is orange. Look at Buddy, the 6-year-old chocolate Labrador retriever, owning the doggo runway with his orange bandana. That means he's friendly towards all humans, adults as children, you name it. However, he doesn't like to be around other dogs. Buddy might not enjoy being around his peers for several reasons. First of all, it may have had a traumatic event in the past, like getting attacked by another dog. Secondly, it might be scared of other dogs due to size differences. Thirdly, it might see them as a threat to its status, or it might simply be too protective of its owner and see other dogs as a threat to both its and its owner's safety. No matter the reason, you'll know when a dog is feeling scared or threatened by these behavioral signs. It might growl, expose its teeth, bark excessively, point its ears up, or even try to bite. If you're a dog owner facing these issues but the reactions of your dog are not that intense, you can try to get your furry friend familiar with other dogs constantly so it gets desensitized. But if it acts uncontrollably, you can seek help from a professional dog behaviorist. Next up, we have the color of sunshine. Look at Daisy, the 2-year-old King Charles Cavalier, walking the doggo runway sporting a yellow bandana. Yellow might seem like such a happy color to you, but that's not really the case in terms of the bandana color system. If a dog is wearing a yellow bandana, that tells you to approach it slowly and with care, because that means the dog is undergoing therapy or has some disabilities. On the other hand, it can also mean that the dog is anxious and nervous. It can be hard to predict how it will react, and it can get edgy easily. So you need to be gentle towards the dog, or be quiet and calm around it. That way you can show both the owner and the dog that you are a considerate dog lover and you have respect towards whatever issues the dog might be undergoing. Keep in mind that it always helps to ask the owner first if it's okay to go near the dog and pet it. Our next dog model is a 2-year-old standard poodle. Do you see his green bandana? It makes him look like a happy little leprechaun, right? So you probably guessed it right. If a dog is wearing a green bandana, that means it is friendly and sociable. Indeed, it loves to be petted, and it sure loves playing games. It'll do all sorts of funny things to entertain you, for that makes it truly happy. The green bandana means it is also attentive and curious. That's one goofy fella. You can enjoy activities like playing frisbee and rolling on the grass together with that cutie pie. By the way, the same goes for their behavior towards other animals. They act friendly and playful when they're around other dogs too. Still, you should always ask the owner if you can approach the dog, no matter how friendly it is. That's the golden rule of being a respectful dog lover. You know the saying, "Why so blue?" Well, don't worry if you see a blue bandana around a dog's neck. That doesn't mean it's going through some sad face or anything. Just look at how happy Milo, the 3-year-old husky, looks. His eyes certainly match his blue bandana. So if a dog is wearing a blue bandana, that just means it is a working dog or one in training. Unlike companion dogs, working dogs are trained professionally to assist people in special tasks. There are many types of working dogs, including assistance dogs that are trained to help disabled people with certain daily tasks, search and rescue dogs, herding dogs, and detection or sniffer dogs. By the way, it is believed that dogs should perform tasks and always have something to do, whether they're companions or working dogs. This way, they will live much longer and happier because those tasks will keep them physically and mentally active. This will also help eliminate unwanted behaviors, such as excessive barking. Last but not least, we have Purple. Our last dog model is Lewis, the 6-year-old pug. Unfortunately, she's a bit of an allergic furball. That's why she's wearing that purple bandana, to let you know that you shouldn't give her any food without asking her owner first. And actually, that goes for any dog, even if they don't have a purple bandana around their neck. You see, some foods that are safe for humans can be quite harmful to dogs. The list of the top 10 most dangerous foods for dogs is as follows: avocados, grapes and raisins, garlic and onions, caffeinated drinks, macadamia nuts, cooked bones, salt, milk and other dairy products, artificial sweeteners and candies, and chocolate. On the other hand, foods like carrots, apples, cucumbers, blueberries, and green beans are some of the safer options. However, one important thing to be noted here is that while some food may be safe to eat for some dogs, others might still be allergic to them. For example, chicken is usually considered to be a safe food, but it can trigger some skin problems in certain dogs. That's where the purple bandana comes in handy. So if you see a dog wearing one, just don't feed it anything without consulting its owner. Keep in mind, regardless of what color the dog's bandana is, never assume a dog's reaction, and always make sure to ask the dog's human if it's okay to interact with it. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.